My name is Kristin Hanson. I'm a jewelry designer, a teacher. I own a gallery, a boutique, and a school. It was always a dream of mine to be in Bergdorf, and I'd walk up and down Fifth Avenue and just fantasize about, you know, how one day I would love to be there.
She's really, Kristen, how are you gonna get a meeting with him? She's like, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna meet with him. She's unbelievable. It's like fake it till you make it.
Who's the weird kid coming?
Which weird kid?
Both of them.
Who? What weird kid?
The
Weird one in the family.
Aaron? You think he's the only weird one in the family? I think you're all pretty weird. Why?
Why? This is a pick dinner,
It
Mom.
is a pick dinner.
It's a pick dinner.
Pick dinner?
Yes, obviously.
There's no plate.
Here's a plate for you.
Here.
You take a plate too.
I am
Somebody needs plates, Jody.
taking a plate.
Plates. Women.
No,
been?
plates.
Take a plate and sit wherever.
Seiji,
That's the kind of dinner
What's
it
the
is.
matter?
We have a very strong Italian side, and that comes out, you know, which has no problem holding back feelings.
Erin, we're having a family dinner, and it's really rude that you're not here. We'll get here. Hurry. We're eating without you, and it's really rude. Hurry.
I showed up late for family dinner today, which 15 minutes late is not really late.
I'm coming.
We're not very punctual family.
Erin's always late because he has his Guruji. It's always more important.
You know, we have a great family, but we've definitely had intense, dramatic moments.
My brother Aaron is always late. He is a musician. So do you play?
I'm playing also. I'm like I'm on every aspect of everything. I'm like, you need a guitar player? I'll play.
He's always busy, flighty, running around, always has different priorities, but he always shows up, and he's been one of my best friends since we're little kids.
Me and Kristen, we traveled Europe together when I was 16 and she was 18.
We've traveled a lot together.
For like 6 weeks. We were very close. We would talk all the time. We'd talk and talk about where we would be in 5 years, 10 years. And they were very, you know, optimistic previews.
You know, her brothers and sisters and our close friends are all kind of starting to have babies. So and neither one of us do's yet. So just over the past few years, kind of us both turning into aunties over and over again has been really fun. Watching the little babies sprout.
Teaches Sage a lot about diamonds. That was one of the first things she said on her second birthday. I want diamonds. So I wonder where you learned that from.
You didn't even give Kiki a hug the whole time you've been here. Oh. My auntie name is Kiki. All the kids call me Kiki. My nieces, nephews, cousins, any little baby calls me Kiki. It started about 15 years ago or more, and that's really stuck. So I named one of my companies after Kiki, my latest silver brand, and it's really a very cute name, but it fits as well. Tinka, her name came from my name. My childhood name, my family used to call me Tin when I'm little, they still do. So, and then I always like names with a K in it, that's also part of my name. And it just sounded really cute, Tinka. And I feel like she was like a Tinka bear, like it was the type of animal she was rather than a name. And that's kind of her fairy tale animal in my head that she is. And now I just started a new company named Tinka. Tinka is the new latest collection. We're still evolving it.
We have to really understand that better.
And my new company, Tinka, is it's Tinkha, so it's part of my name. She's the inspiration, and it's really about, you know, it's fashion jewelry that's classic. It's pretend jewelry, you know, in a sense. It's get the look jewelry.
It's more of a costume jewelry.
It's fashion. It's fashion jewelry, not costume. It's fashion. So it's really like getting the look of the diamonds, but in a very affordable and accessible collection.
Okay.
Get the look, you know, going back to the 1920s Chanel when fashion jewelry was really hot and sexy.
Well, we definitely, you know, she'll come down with a great idea, and it's hard to, you know, when you're creating jewelry, it's more of a visual, you know, concept.
This line
I kind of
is
understand what you're saying with Tinka, and then I kind of don't understand where you're going with
this line
it.
is not ready for launch yet. It doesn't really exist yet. This is a concept and an idea. These are all just samples of a concept.
She definitely comes down and explains me very visually.
I'll just say normal people are gonna get some boyfriend on their knee and put this on, and she's like, oh my God, my dream ring, blah, blah,
We
blah.
had a couple of
No.
people like that. So like she'd be like, I want something with wires that are twisted and, you know, that has a stone on top. And I'm like, I understand. I know exactly what you want, Kristen.
Design-wise though, on these, I think that we can rethink. I mean, these are higher stones, but I think if we designed a couple more variations where the claw was going over more, we can accentuate that idea more.
So we can revise this model by
We
just
can
adding,
revise it.
making the bigger starfish, cutting those prongs and making those close.
Right. Yeah. Good fit from the start. I really liked that he was young and he'd started making jewelry when he was a child, so he knows it's second nature.
So my father is a diamond setter. My father's been in the business for 45 years. He's retired now. And my uncles are jewelers, so, you know, it's kind of a family trade.
Also, having a younger jeweler in the studio is great because of the vibe down there. We have a lot of, you know, younger people as students.
I mean, I have a fashion background. I'm a fashion model, so it kind of felt natural to, you know, try to design some stuff on my own.
Working with and learning from John as well. He's an expert at what he does.
My teaching style developed through the way I was taught. I worked for many different manufacturing companies, and, you know, the way I was taught was very structural, very just straight to the point, get it, you know, execute the job and get it done. Now, let's say you want to make a 90-degree angle, or you want to turn. What you have to do is you kind of have to saw it in the same spot without pushing or going any further, and begin to turn your piece slowly, okay? Not your saw. And what you're doing is you're creating a little window right there and giving enough room for your blade to turn without kinking the blade or bending the blade. Because if you kink or bend the blade, you'll break your blade, okay? The object is, don't break the blade. The way Kristin's teaching is more of the design process and developing the design first.
So instead of leaving the outside shape as the square, that's just a piece of metal. So we want to get creative with the different shapes. So start with an outside shape you like, and then work inside. And, you know, we've had so many great designs come out of here. So you just kind of, you know, think about it for half an hour, whatever, what you like, you know, because you'll spend the day working on it. Outside shape to inside shape. I remember teaching jewelry when I was 13 to my little sister's friends who were about 6 or 7, and doing a little after school program to make some money, and started teaching.
So it really, you know, I took a little bit of that and what I've learned and put it together and just made it unique in a way where, you know, the students understand the structural part of the design and the design process. And you're going to trace your design with the Sharpie. You're going to trace your square and your design, nice and clean. And then you're going to take a scissors.
So this is Fine Jewelry School, and it's, you know, I built it years ago, but this is the Tribeca location, which we're really excited about. And over here we have the master's benches, and you can see on John's desk all the different tools that it takes to make jewelry. John's going to do a bunch of demonstrations in a little bit.
Well, we try to do lectures usually when I'm teaching something to a student that's a little bit ahead of the curriculum.
Over here we have different tools for dapping and forming the metal. They all do different things, all these different shapes.
You want to make sure it's flat. Hold on at the end. So you got to make sure it's flat. Okay, so.
Make that look a lot easier.
These are metal blocks for pounding the metal, and then these are dapping tools for doming metal. Over here we have the polishing station, which is for shining and polishing the metal. It's a, we use all these different buffs. This is for a satin finish.
Use a bristle brush or use a rubber wheel.
All of the handmade jewelry is made right here. So the students have an incredible opportunity because they're able to see, to work in a working jewelry studio. It's not just a school, but we're making all the jewelry by hand for my collection.
Yeah, Kristen definitely does have a great conception and understanding of how things are made. And that's good to be a designer, because a lot of designers now, they don't understand the, you know, the fundamentals, the actual physical process to create a piece of jewelry.
I had an issue with a setter recently who's been giving me issues for a little while now, so he's done. No. This doesn't look good.
Do you want to do it?
And I have to remake my ring from scratch.